I'm about to show you how many thousands of dollars this little secret can help your company earn and save at the same time. Plus, you're about to discover a proven method to explode your company fast. First, I have some very important questions to ask, and based on how you answer, will determine how many thousands of dollars your company can earn or save. Would your company earn more revenue if your current employees followed procedures better? Would your company benefit from analyzing current procedures and fine-tuning them into results-focused procedures? Is your company gaining so much popularity that it's hard to train and hire new employees to grow? And finally, would your company be screwed if a key employee in a key position went down today? If you answered yes to even one of these questions, you're going to love what I'm about to show you next. My name is Scott Pallett. I operate Healthy Revelations and Tutorfy from my home in Colorado. And I do have one confession to make. I normally don't wear a suit in my home office. I just put it on for this video. And even though I was smiling in that picture, I was not smiling when both of my companies stopped growing a few years ago. I became very depressed and really just didn't know what to do. At about the same time, I attended a seminar where Williams E. Deming's philosophies were taught. Deming is an American business icon who is famous for transforming Toyota and many other large companies. The revelation I took away from the seminar was how Deming proved that 94% of a company growth problem is the fault of the system and not the employee. Just knowing that a system breakdown was probably to blame for my growth problem helped me accept responsibility and focus on a solution before pointing the finger at my employees, which I already started to do. In order to get out of my rut, I had to get my employees to become accountable to following new results-focused procedures that were specifically designed to make a difference to the bottom line. Once I established which results-focused procedures to put in place, I had to be certain each employee was following these procedures every day. Before I go any further, I want to make sure you know what results-focused procedures are. Simply put, they are procedures that are always being measured by the desired result you have the guts to go for. Here are some examples. Instead of putting a team of sales reps through sales training, how about going for something huge like the creation of a Double Your Sales in 90 Days program? For new sales reps, name it the How to Make Your First Sale This Week program. Instead of calling it customer service training, why not name it How to Become the Friendliest Customer Service Reps in the Whole Wide World? And just to show you this idea can work with any type of job, instead of widget maker training for your assembly line employees, create the 99.9% Perfection Assembly Line Specialist Training Program. By framing the name of your program around a desired result, your employees will indeed be focused on that result. It's like magic. Let me say that again. By framing the name of your program around a desired result, your employees will indeed be focused on that result. Heck, you could stop the video right now and even try framing your current training programs around more specific results, and I guarantee you'll see a difference. By making this small but important change, your entire team in every department will rally around the goals you lay out. Before you know it, your head trainers will start creating programs based on your desired results. The measurement of these results are easy to identify in the form of sales, happy customers, perfect products, and more. There are no limits to what this new type of thinking and implementation can do for your company. This might sound cool so far, but I do have some bad news. I can't hide the fact that your head trainer will not get it right the first time. And he or she might feel extra pressure to perform the way you expect. The truth is, they might have to tweak the program several times until they nail the result you want. And that's okay. Want to know why? The feedback your trainer receives will help him or her create the perfect program, and once it's in place, everything is going to change for your company. And that's just a fact. Once you do it the first time, you'll want to use this same strategy again for other revenue generating areas of your business. As far as your company goes, you probably have company procedures in place already, but if they are not results-focused procedures, it might be time for a change. If you do have results-focused procedures but don't have a method in place to ensure each employee does their job properly every day, it's going to be hard to grow your company. Or maybe you do have online interactive training. Perhaps you have training videos. Maybe you have written procedures. But still, how do you know they're doing their job as you want? The answer is you probably don't, and this can be affecting your bottom line. Whether your company has detailed job description procedures or not, we can help you create a results-focused accountability program so you can rest easy, earn more money, save time, and trim costs. Let me take you on a quick tour and show you the magic of ETC software. Welcome to Evolutionary Training and Coaching Software. What you're looking at here is an expert account, my own, and you're also looking at all the programs I created to operate Healthy Revelations without me ever being there. And as you will see, I have quite an extensive number of programs, and some are newer than others. And in fact, I'm happy to say I have a live example to show you. This is a program I recently created called Producing Maximum Profits While Managing Healthy Revelations Email Lists. So as it turns out, my email list is actually an asset, and I was able to hire a manager to really take over and create a brand new revenue stream with my email list. So what I ended up doing was, at first figuring some things out for myself, but then putting what I figured out into a program, and that's what I want to show you right now. So when you have an expert account, you will have employees. In this instance, this tab is called clients, but it's the same thing. And this is my client right now, Sarah. I'm sorry, my employee, Sarah, who is currently going through my program, and right now, she needs approval. So the way my program works, as you're going to see in a moment here, you can't get to Module 2 until you complete Module 1. And it has to be manually approved, not automated. That's very important, as you're going to see. So Sarah just completed a lesson, and I got an email notifying me. And right now I'm going to see how she responded to my questions or tasks. I use a little bit of both. So right now I'm looking at the client. And I'm looking at her as a coach, by the way. So the coach or manager is kind of under the expert. So there's different levels to this. So right now I'm her manager, and Sarah is going through the program. As you'll see here, you can put notes if you want. You could put notes every time you log in here, or however you want to do it. It's just an option. But this is the actual program I put together. And really what you're looking at are the answers that Sarah is responding to. Because the main thing is, I'm only going to approve her once she proves competence, and I know I can trust her. So the way I kind of laid out this program, and I'll show you the actual program in a moment here. But and this is kind of how I usually do most of the programs. I always start with kind of an introduction, just so I can kind of give my employees a big picture of what they're about to master as they go through the training program. And as you'll see here, some of the answers that I really like to read, which allow me to know that my employee really has got the concept, got what I'm teaching, is a open-ended question, and we call it a text area. So in this particular question, I say describe the process. And what I'm really looking for here in terms of the types of answers is, an employee who went through my video, or whether it's written instruction or video, and really grab the details and can describe the process. I mean, that's what I'm looking for, because again, I need to be able to trust them that they're going to be able to do the work exactly as I described. And in this instance, I actually have two different email lists, and I need to make sure they understand the details of each of the email lists they're going to be managing within my company, and that's exactly why I asked them to describe the process. But anyway, as you'll see here, she ended up doing pretty good, and let me take a moment and show you the actual program itself. All right, so this is just a preview of what my employee Sarah is looking at right now as she's going through, and as you'll see how all the lessons are structured a very specific way, and the format is pretty much all within these tables. And the questions I'm going to ask, or the tasks I'm going to ask, my employee to do are right there. And in terms of the actual instruction, like I said, I love to use videos, but you can totally use written instruction as well. And this is what the employee is seeing, and then when they actually answer the questions. They press I completed lesson 2, and from there I get a notification, and then I manually approve them. So anyway, this is the program. Just kind of want to give you an idea of how I structure it. And of course, there are many different ways to structure it, but that's how I do it. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to show you how I approve my employee to move on into the next lesson. So right now, this is where she's at. These are the lessons that, and as you can see, I can update a note if I want. I can, give her some feedback within there, or you can talk to your employee as well. So in this case, and actually I'll even show you the, this is actually kind of a funny, this is kind of a funny lesson. Where's it at? Sorry. Okay, right here. So in this instance, we actually resend our emails to the people that did not open. And it's very specific because we don't want to send someone who opened our email another email saying the same thing. So the question I asked, I just said on a scale of 1 to 10, how careful will you be when doing the resend process if 10 was extremely careful and 1 was downright careless? So, just keep in mind, this comes back to framing. Like, I'm literally framing her mind around how important this is. And that's why I'm able to, get such great employees. So a lot of the art of putting these programs together really is asking the right questions. And that's something me and my team will be able to help you with for sure, because we have years of experience doing this. But anyway, I love her answer. Look at that. That is the greatest answer ever. I'm absolutely going to approve that. And now she'll get a notification. And then on my end, you'll notice the green light disappeared. So she's going to now be able to move forward into lesson 5 or module 5, whatever you want to call it. And that's how I'm using this software. And literally it has exploded my company and given me so much freedom because all the details are in here. Every job that somebody is doing is right here at their fingertips. And I can even have another manager train somebody else, which I did, and I'm looking forward to showing you this. So I hired someone recently, I got to remember which one it was. I believe it was this one. The Become the World's Friendliest Customer Service Phone Rep. So that's the name of the program. And Angel was trained by my manager, who really was my main employee, Suzanne. Now, keep in mind, I just threw Suzanne into the fire, and I basically just said, hey, you're responsible for Angel's success here. All you have to do is graduate her only once she proves competence, and you can trust her to do this. And literally, Suzanne just took the bull by the horns, and as you can see here, this is all my manager, Suzanne, graduating technically her employee right through the program without me even teaching her how to use the software. I literally just said, you're responsible, and she figured it out, because it really is that simple. This is the result of it all. So my employee, who's still actually going through the training, was trained by my manager, and it was the coolest thing ever because I didn't have to do a thing other than create the program. I created the program once, but now I can scale, and that's another huge thing to think about when trying to explode your company. So I also want to show you, actually let me go back here one more time real quick because this is important. You can definitely change the look. You do not have to have this logo, this header, anything. So there's a setting page and you can use a custom layout and make this look how you want. So I just want to point that out to you. These are going to be your coaches, your managers, and you can just set these up and grow your company as you do. And of course, these are your, whether it's employees or clients, and I'll show you in a second kind of some of the other ways I've used it. But the main thing I wanted to show you in this is just how I use it to really outsource every aspect of my Healthy Revelations company, from shipping to customer service to every other little detail that really makes my company tick. And keep in mind, I'm still, growing my company. I'm going to be creating new programs just like I created this one out of, thin air. So now that you got a decent understanding of how it works, I want to show you some of the other programs that people have created, and just kind of touch on them. A lot of my clients are using this to train people how to use their software, which is pretty cool. And you'll notice here this 1.0 stuff, and let me expand this. I set it up so you can keep upgrading your program to 2.0, 3.0, and really just making the old one, obsolete. Which is actually, what's his name, Buckminster Fuller. That's his philosophy. Make a new one, make the old one obsolete. So as you'll see here, Kate Michaels, who is actually doing an amazing job, I guess I'll say, with the software. I mean, she took the bull by the horns and created certification programs for her coaches who are just having such a tremendous impact on people's lives. And Kate is already on 3.0 for some of her programs because she keeps making them better. And keep in mind, you're going to be making this better as you get feedback from your employees or your clients, however you want to do it. But we can do certification programs. We can teach people how to write and train people for your software. For anything you have, we can train them, which is what, again, a lot of my clients are doing here. Going through here. You can outsource and grow your company as this guy did here. You know, this is how you grow. This is what you have to do. You have to be able to put systems in place that people can pick up on, master the details, allow you to step out while it's getting done the way you expect. If you like the idea of exploding your company to all new heights, you'll appreciate a conversation with me or one of my consultants. Just fill out the form below and we'll schedule a time to speak and see if ETC software is right for your company. Packages start at only $300 per month and you'll only pay more if we help your company grow. Oh, and don't worry about being sold to. On average, we only work with about half of the potential clients we speak with. We realize ETC software is not for everyone, and if we can provide value to you and your company by just chatting with you about the possibilities of improving your training programs, we are happy to help you. Just fill out the form below and we'll schedule a time to talk as soon as possible. Thank you.